Welcome to the Liberace Mansion.
Welcome to Under the Vegas Sun, looking at the people, the events, and the news surrounding Las Vegas and the entire Vegas Valley. Hello, I'm Steve Shore. We are live from the Liberace Mansion. If you watched any movies or any TV shows, you know sometimes there are some great things done and said about young people. Shows like High School Musical 1 and 2, TV shows like Glee, movies like Fame. But probably what you did not know is right here in Las Vegas, we have our own Fame. Today on our program, we are going to be live in this amazing Liberace ballroom to have you meet some very special people. They are part of what's known as the Las Vegas Academy of the Arts, and they are a tribute to the things you really don't know about Las Vegas. We'll get to that in just a second. Stay with us.
Hello, this is Keith Evans at the Lion Habitat Ranch. We'd like you to come out and visit our ranch. There's 38 lions, a giraffe that paints, ostriches, emus, and birds. We do school tours, general admission, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and behind-the-scenes tours every day of the week. Besides coming in as general admission, you can also pay extra to help our animals, and you can feed the giraffe. You can feed one of the lions, or you can have Ozzy paint a custom canvas for you. You can also buy Ozzy paintings in the gift shop. While we do our demonstrations at 12 and 2 of Ozzy painting, all those canvases are available for purchase. In addition to everything you can do here in person, you can find us on the website, lionhabitatranch.org, where you can make your reservations online or buy your paintings online. Thank you very much. Please come.
Hey, it's Mark Chinook from Monday's Dark, and you are watching Under the Vegas Sun with Steve Shore.
The arts. A lot of people talk about the arts today. Not too many people think they can do the arts. But when you can be involved, it's an amazing factor. In Las Vegas, there is a group that's doing exactly that. And they're doing it at a level that even amazes me. It's at the high school level. And they're called the Las Vegas Academy of Arts. And we're so lucky on our program today to have the Academy. Soon you'll see and meet the choir. We're honored to have the principal of the school, Scott Walker.
Thank you.
Welcome to our program.
Thank you, Steve.
And also the amazing young lady who is the president of the choir, Mona Asani. Welcome to our program.
Thank you.
Okay, so let me start, Scott, with you. You are about to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the school. There are a lot of people that look at education in Las Vegas because of the headlines that have been there and saying, there is no education in Las Vegas. There really is, it's problematic. Depending on the rankings, you're either next to the bottom or at the bottom of the pile. But yet, you represent a school that has won numerous awards, that has been named a consecutive Grammy Award winner for music education, have been given great honors, and you're everything that people say we're not. How?
Oh,
why?
Such a great question. And it, you know, I've been across the nation trying to find the best schools in the nation, the best art schools, and emulate rather than try to reinvent. And as I've gone about, I've seen that truly, and I try to say this humbly, but I can't, we are the premier art school in the nation. I've checked out what other schools are producing, and these amazing students come into our school oftentimes average academically minded, but when you combine the arts with their academics, they excel. Where we have 100% of our kids who graduate.
100%.
100% of our kids. You don't hear that story very
1,700
much.
children,
that's correct.
students in your school, and 100% will graduate.
85% of them go on to some sort of post-secondary education. We like to train them in their art, but we know very well they won't all go into their art, but we hope that they will continue with that passion because we've seen that it makes a difference. That you take something that the soul and body craves, that art, and combine it with that core class, and they flourish. Our staff knows to combine, you know, their English and math with what they're passionate about, and it keeps the relevance alive, and it works.
I fell in love, and I'll be honest with you, I fell in love with this entire idea of the School for the Performing Arts in a movie called Fame. that really represented the New York School for the Performing Arts. And what I saw in that movie was about young people who education became more than what they were themselves. I've been lucky enough to be in your school numerous different times, and when I go into the courtyard, unplanned, unrehearsed, it is spontaneous joy that comes out in that courtyard. Is that as much a part of what the Academy is as anything else?
That's exactly what the Academy is. Kids feel free to be themselves. We had a substitute teacher a few weeks ago go on campus and saw a bunch of kids getting together in the quad during lunch, and immediately the thought was, oh no, a gang gathering. But there was music playing, and all they were doing was a group cha-cha. And that's what these kids do. They feel free to express themselves. They are what employers want out there, because my kids can create, they can think critically, they work creatively, they take the academic knowledge, but when you create and do those things, that the soft skills that these employers want, make my kids marketable.
Okay, Scott,
and they're being successful.
You said something right now, twice now, that you've said it. And I don't hear that a lot by educators today. You said, my kids. Twice you said, my kids. This is not just a vocation for you. This is not just a job for you, is it?
I love my job, and I'm the first to announce that I am blessed with the absolute best job in this entire school district. I look forward to going to school every day. Look, these kids choose to be there. When the bell rang at 7 o'clock on the first day of school, there was yelling and screaming. I thought, what's the matter? And they just said, we're going to first period. School started. They missed each other. It's a big happy reunion. They want to be there. They love the staff. My staff wants to be there. They give their life and soul to these kids because they soak up everything we have to offer, and they give back. And it's a great cyclical thing. And let me leave out the community. You and others, you say you've been there. We have a lot of people that come on campus and support us, and it's what makes it work.
Yeah, I was going to tell the audience that we have a great number of your students that are here live in our wonderful studio here at the mansion that are watching what we're talking about. So I'm going to go to you, Mona. Every time that your principal talked about my students, talked about the school, you smiled. Is it that it's not just education to you? I mean, a lot of students wake up in the morning and they go, oh, I don't want to, do I have to go to school again? I don't want to go to school again. I don't get that sense from you or the other students.
Yeah, I actually really love going to school, and I know that's so weird to say for so many other students my age, but LVA is just a place where I thrive and everyone else thrives because we love each other, and it's an amazing environment. And not only are the academics top-notch, but every day I get to sing for an hour and a half, and I know I'm so lucky to do that. One
of the things that I know about the school is that the average class length is 85 minutes rather than the typical 50 minutes at any other high school in Las Vegas. That's a lot longer of a class of a given day. Do you get tired of it? Do you say to yourself, why can't I just do the 50 minutes? Or is it part of what you become because of the school?
I get tired at all times. LVA is a very tiring place, but I wouldn't say the classes themselves are tiring. I feel very engaged in all of my classes because of the teachers, and the curriculum that they're teaching is just so interactive. And we also have our classes every other day, so that's why the length is extended.
Okay, so there are 4 forms of the arts that are at the school, if I'm not mistaken. You have the visual arts, you have music, you have dance, and you have theater arts. How do you combine all of that? How do you do that in 1,700 students, Scott?
It's really a work of art in itself, organizing that, and that's one of our biggest challenges is our facility. We actually have 3 theaters that are going nonstop.
Nonstop.
Out of 180 school days last year, we had 165 of those had an event going on at one of those days, and oftentimes all 3 theaters are going on at the same time. It's just a crazy place. People have no idea what goes on at that school, and you ought to come check it out to see the level and passion that they're performing. You'd be amazed.
Choirs are choirs are choirs are choirs. I was always thrilled when I would when I would watch America's Got Talent, and I would see a choir perform, because you don't typically come across choirs. You're the president of your choir. Is choir more than just pulling voices together for you?
Oh, absolutely.
What is it?
Choir's my entire life.
Why?
Not only does it, do I put all my time into it, into mastering the notes and the rhythms and the lyrics, but I put all my effort into the friendships that I get to make there, and the relationships, and the just overwhelming feeling of support that you get from a choir.
So the audience is going to hear in a little bit this amazing choir, part of the amazing choir. How much of it is competitive? How much does Mona sing next to whoever, Joan or John or Billy or whatever his name is? How much of that is competitive, and how much is that is just making the choir whole?
Honestly, that's one thing I love about LVA. It's very much not a competitive environment. It's we foster each other and our talents, and I don't really feel like I'm ever competing with anyone in choir. Even with solos, when we get them or when we don't get them, we're all very supportive because we know we did our best.
How much were you impacted? How much were you impacted by TV shows like Glee that showed this amazing ability of a school to perform? How much of that impacted you?
Well, I loved Glee, but I know seeing singing and dancing in school and seeing how it uplifted their lives, even though like they were going through things in the show. I know that transferred over to how I feel about choir as well. I know I have a bunch of things going on all the time, but choir is a place where...
Choir is choir.
Yeah, choir is a place I call home.
I know.
Can I just add one thing to
Sure,
what she said? One thing that also I can't discredit at all is our amazing staff. I've got teachers, especially in these visual and performing arts classes, that are professionals. They've been trained at the highest level and bring in such depth into the classroom. And not only because they're great performers, but they give of their time to build these relationships with the students. They know when a student hasn't eaten, they know when they're homeless, they know when they need a ride somewhere, they know their financial situations, they become quasi-parents. So, but they're also coming in with great college background. Many of them have been performers on our strip here. They've performed professionally and on Broadway. We run the gamut, but these kids are getting top-notch
I don't want to cheat.
teaching.
I don't want to cheat the audience. We're going to take a break for a couple seconds. When we come back, you're going to hear this amazing choir and know that education in Las Vegas is so much better than people tell you.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Eamon Springall of Stitched at the Cosmopolitan, and you're watching Under the Vegas Sun with Steve Shore.
If I could do anything, I would sing. Having a speaking voice is a great thing, and I'll never take anything away from not having a great singing voice. But when you do hear singing the way it's done today, it gives you that amazing feeling. Once again, we're talking with the incredible principal from the Las Vegas Academy of the Arts and this amazing choir. Scott, you're standing next to these amazing young people. Is and are they what Las Vegas students are about, or are they just a strange part of it?
all of it. They are what it's all about, and they're all unique and strange in their own way, but that's what makes us special. We love each other, and we accept each other no matter what you look like, act like, what your background is. We get along and perform at a high level and encourage and support each other.
So they're not just the exception to the rule, they are the rule.
They are the rule.
They are the rule.
They are the rule.
Okay, so 25th anniversary coming up on the 13th
13th of November. Yes,
in
sir.
Las Vegas.
Yes.
Where's it taking place?
At the Rio Ballroom, 5:30, the doors open, and you can get tickets by going to lasvegasacademy.net.
And it's not just the choir that's going to be there. It's the epitome of everything that
That's
Las
right.
Vegas Academy is all about.
We will feature all of our conservatories, and the fun thing about it is they have spent these last few weeks also working with some of the professionals that are on our strip that come and work with them and teach them the profession, and then we'll perform jointly that night.
Well, I don't want to take away from the audience anymore the voices from these wonderful young people. So you and I are going to step away. This wonderful gentleman at the piano is going to do his thing, and let's let the audience hear these amazing young people.
Fantastic.
Cool.
Under the direction of Megan Frankie.
Wonderful. Okay, you got it. You're the principal. What does it make you feel like?
Oh, man.
I mean, what does it make you feel like?
I'm always flying out of my seats. I get to travel with them wherever they go, and I'm always their biggest fan sitting out in the audience. I don't know if you even realize they represent us internationally. We've been to Barcelona. This year they're going to New York City. They go to Seattle, We have groups that are going to San Antonio. We go across the land and across the waters, representing our state and our town. And you can see that we're representing well.
And they're not only representing the state and the town, they're representing themselves. They're representing their families. They are representing, and I've said this before, all that is good in young people today. Unfortunately, we hear too much about the negative things about young people. You're the positive things about young people. And I'm so very, very proud of you. And I want the audience to hear more of you, less of me. And I think you have one more song to do for us. And let's do it. You are tribute to what Las Vegas is all about. The real, true soul of Las Vegas. I want to personally thank you. We'll have some closing words in just a moment.
With the many recent changes and focus on immigration law, now more than ever is the time to seek the help you need from an attorney you can trust. As an immigrant myself, I know the many difficulties and hardships involved in immigrating to this great country. With more than 10 years of experience in handling immigration cases, our firm can provide the necessary answers and solutions to your needs. Call Calderon Law today so we can work together to help you get the peace of mind you and your loved ones deserve.
News. In today's world, news has become even more important in our lives. Hello, I'm Steve Shore. For some 40 years, Las Vegas has been my home, and it's been good to me. Now, I want to give back. That's why I started the Now Report, the independent voice newspaper, fair, balanced, unbiased, online and mobile, and it's free. The time has come for an independent voice because news is important. I still have chills in my body after listening to these amazing, amazing young people. As I said just a few seconds ago, we don't hear enough about the great things about young people. There are great things about young people today. People that will be the future for all of us. Remember the date, it's November 13th at the Rio Hotel. Your opportunity to not only enjoy an amazing show, but to say thank you for this next generation to come, because they are the epitome of what we hope, we dream, we pray that all of us can be in the future. The Academy, these young people, we say thank you. Until the next time, I'm Steve Shore. Be safe and enjoy life under the Vegas sun. Hello, I'm Steve Shore. I've been proud to host the TV show Under the Vegas Sun. We've had mayors and entertainers and some of the true movers and shakers of Las Vegas. Well, we're growing again. We'll now be seen in 209 cities in America through our network, Walk TV, as well as in 6 foreign countries. And in Las Vegas, we'll also be seen 4 times each week on Cox Communications, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m., and now Sundays at 7 p.m. on channels 1096 and 96. I just wanted to say thank you.
This has been a presentation of VA TV.